I had a feeling before we came that there was a guy, it may be what they were showing me before I came here, there was a guy and he was digging, I don't really want to say, but he was digging and he was burying something. He wasn't aware that we were here, but it's sort of like in a time lapse. A bit like a recording that plays over. So he wasn't aware, he's not aware that we're here, but he's digging in a field. That's probably why I looked over the fence. I was wondering if that was the field that the guy was showing himself to us. But there was a particular, it was a small package, small sort of sacking, small sort of, I felt a body that he was burying. But it was over in a field. A small person. I'm not going to say any more than that, I don't think.
Okay.
Getting all the way down that track, the smell of fish and dirty blokes and ale, like real ale smell, like if you've been drinking and then you come home because you spilt it down yourself. Plus I think someone was murdered down here.
Probably what I was picking up, that bloke digging, and he was looking to see that he wasn't being watched. But it's sort of very dark.
Yeah.
When he was down here.
So are we saying then that you guys are picking up possibly on a spirit that was murdered?
I can see, I don't know if they're actually murdered here, but I can see there's a guy. And he's been really cautious and careful. It's very dark and he's digging away, and I can't see if it's a body, but what I can, it's not good what he is up to. He's obviously doing it in cover of darkness, and I can hear the shovel hitting and in this type of stuff, but he's being cautious and he's looking round. He's caught in a time frame, I feel. He's they're showing me, I can't pinpoint where exactly, but it's in the mud flats, and I knew that before we come here that there was, but there's a bundle and it's covered, there's black, whether or not it's sacking or cloth or what it is, but there's a bundle. It's not particularly very good, but I feel very much that it's a woman. I don't think it's a child, it's a woman. Whether or not the deed was done here, but he's just come to dispose of it. We're going back a few hundred years. I'm being told 150, but he's doing it all under cover of darkness. Janice, what do you pick up?
I get the same thing, and I'm getting the bloke now saying, just shut up.
Right, okay.
And I'm getting quite tense.
Do we feel we're near to it?
I
can only visualise it walking.
I'm not too sure, but I can hear him saying, shut up,
Right,
you don't know
okay.
nothing, you're going to end up there.
Right, okay.
I don't know if he's going to talk, but he's going to do something. I can just feel it.
Okay, so everybody put your protection up then.
Joshua keeps saying to me, be
Yeah.
careful, he's following.
Be careful, he's following.
Right, okay.
This is his murderer.
This is the guy that
Killed the little kid.
I said he'd murdered somebody down there, and then Aminette said that he was digging a hole.
It's quite a small, I wouldn't say it's a child, I feel it's a young woman. It's not a big package, I'm being told, and it's wrapped in black sacking or black, very dark material. But he's very beady.
You up? I can hear him again now.
What's he saying?
Shut up, and I won't say it because it's a bit rude. We're going to get it.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk to him.
Tell his story and tell everybody what he's done.
We're going to get to the bottom of it. He doesn't like it. I don't think he likes women, full stop. But the more we kept saying stuff about, we could see him, what Newtown said, his eyes and stuff like that, and now he's just saying, shut up, or you'll go the same way.
Does he really, ask him, does he realise he's actually died and that he can't, not on a physical level, harm us?
No, he thinks he can harm you.
Okay, is this on a,
He's done it before, he reckons.
what, on a non...
On a person in this world.
Right, okay. Can he just... Does he want to sort of tell us what he...
He doesn't want to talk to us, we're women.
Okay.
You can just smell, you know, the dirty smell, and
Who's he,
hopefully the more we walk away from the harbour, the less he can hold on.
who's he drawn to? Do you know?
Amulet. He
Right.
doesn't like, because she's told his story. Okay, now I feel like I'm wading through mud.
He's doing that to you?
You know, like elastic band, and you can stretch it and stretch it and stretch it, and it's getting to its limit now. And he knows that, and that's why he's being quite vile with what he's saying. Watch the puddles.
Yeah, he's backed off, I feel.
You might have had something to do with the church as well.
What, up here?
Yeah, you can see the
Personally,
church.
So he's still behind you at the moment?
No, I feel he's backing away.
I think he's turned around and just went, with me, a chap who Janice and I picked up earlier. He murdered his wife in an alcoholic rage. A lot of spirits, sometimes when they come across and they're very angry, it's actually because they're holding a lot of fear. And in our conversation, our private conversation, because obviously it was me he was directing the anger at, I spoke to him and I said, look, what you've done is wrong. We had a discussion, and I think he is, as I was trying to say, that a lot of spirit, when they come across like that, it's actually that they're very fearful within themselves. They don't actually mean what they're coming out with, and I think you have to understand that. I'm quite a quiet, timid person, and people will direct sometimes, or spirit will direct at me, and I think the higher that you evolve, if you want to call it, you will get attacked, and I'm ready and prepared for all that. So, I don't fear that, and I think you have to sometimes look at spirit, and they may come across as sort of overpowering and quite fearful, but in effect, when you go deep within them, they're not that at all, and they're very timid and shy. And that particular guy, he didn't intend. It was a mistake, and it was through an alcoholic rage that he murdered his wife. He panicked, but he does. He is stuck down there, and he will, he's obviously fearful that he is going to be found out. So that's why he reacted in the way he did.
I see.
Okay.
Okay.